Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Jill and today I'm doing a haul of everything I bought on my recent Florida vacation. I went to Universal and I went to Walt Disney World for 3 weeks and I did a lot of shopping. I bought so many things, but there were a lot of things I left behind, thankfully, because my luggage was 0.3 kgs overweight coming home and I had to play the most intense game of Jenga trying to fit everything into my luggage. Let's just get into it. We'll start with Universal because that's where I went first and because I am wearing one of the items right now. So I got this Slytherin sweatshirt. I actually sized up by 2 sizes because I wanted it to be very big and oversized. It's quite long. I'm wearing leggings with it, but it's super comfortable. It's kind of crazy that I've sized up 2 sizes and it's not really that big on me, so I don't know, take that as you will, but I saw this and I fell in love with it. I love that it has the green and then it has like the crest there and then it's gray on the bottom. Very soft, very comfortable, so that is the first thing I bought. I believe this was, I'll try to say prices when I know them, and I just took the tags off this, so this was $70. I didn't buy too much at Universal. Typically there's not as much merch that I buy there as at Disney, but I did buy a few things. So first of all, we stayed at Sapphire Falls, so I did get one of their reusable mugs. So you pay like, I want to say $24, and then you get free refills for your length of stay at your resort. So we were there for 4 nights and we spent a lot of time at the pool. So it was really nice to have this to be able to fill up with some Coke Zero. It says Sapphire Falls and it has a little octopus on it and it has the names of like the restaurants over here as well. So this is great for the summertime to have out by the pool, and even though we have so many of these from Disney, I don't have one from Sapphire Falls, but now I do. Next, I got this super cute keychain. So this is, again, a Slytherin keychain. And it has just this little puff, this little pom-pom, and it's the Slytherin green. It reminds me of like a pygmy puff. And then it has this really heavy bar on it, which says Slytherin on this side, and then it says cunning, pride, and ambition. So the attributes of the Slytherin house. And I got this actually pretty late. I think it was our last or second to last day, but I clipped it on my bag and I just thought it was really cute and fun to play with when you're waiting in line for rides. I think this was $12, $13, something like that. Next, I did get 2 pins from Universal. So the first one is just this classic Universal Studios Florida one, and it's kind of the retro print. It's a little bit sparkly. I really liked that collection, and this was $8. Universal's pins are so much cheaper than Disney's, but I thought that was very cute. I have a couple Universal pins. I'm looking at my board over here. I have Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, and I have Velocicoaster, but now I have a general Universal Studios. And then I got this Harry Potter Hogwarts alumni one. I really wanted the Hogwarts alumni mug. Couldn't find it, obviously not being sold anymore, so I got the pin, and this was $9. Sticking with the Harry Potter theme, in my cute little Universal bag, I got a postcard that I'm going to frame for my room. And it is Harry Potter. It's by Mina Lima. So they did all of anything in the movies that are like written, drawn, like the Marauder's map, signage, things like that. They designed all that. I think that's right. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. And so I got this, which is a map of Hogwarts. And it says it was designed by Mina Lima for the award-winning collectible DVD box set Harry Potter Wizards Collection. So I guess this is on some DVD box set. But this was $8 and I really liked the colors. I like that there's some like gold leaf details, and I'm gonna frame that and put that in my room. The final thing I bought at Universal is this Jurassic Park t-shirt. There is cat hair on it already. And I've only been home for like 5 days, but it looks like this. I did wear this in the vlogs, so all of my vlogs should be posted now, so make sure you check those out. But it is kind of like this gray toned Jurassic Park logo, but when you go in the sun, it turns into the classic like yellow and red logo. So I thought that was very cool. I think this was around $30, 33, something like that. But I also really liked that it said Universal Studios on it, so it didn't just say Jurassic Park. I did get it at Universal Studios. So very fun, perfect for future trips as well, or just at home. I wear all of my Disney Universal merch, like I wear it all the time. So I don't wait to just wear it at the parks, I wear it at home constantly. That is everything I got at Universal. Let's move on to general things I bought, because after we left Universal, we did have a day at like the outlets and at the mall and stuff like that. So I will show you the things that I got that are kind of miscellaneous. The first thing, my favorite thing, Chex Mix Bold. I bought 3 bags of this. I also bought a bag at the airport to have on the airplane. Do you want to know how many bags I have left? This one and a half of one. So I got home Tuesday, it is now Sunday. I have eaten basically exclusively Chex Mix because I love it so, so, so much. I'm very proud of myself for bringing 3 bags home and not getting them completely squished in my overpacked luggage, but I do wish I could have brought more home. I just love it so, so much. Next, I did get a bag from Kate Spade. I was kind of looking for a purse, but not like too seriously, but I ended up getting this one. The perfect size. I think the color is very nice, very neutral, and it's got a short handle so you can wear it like this, but the handle actually unsnaps on both sides, and then you slide it up and it can get very long, and then you can wear it like a crossbody, like so. So I really liked that because it was like convertible, so I could wear it crossbody, I could wear it as a shoulder bag. So it was very useful for everyday life, and it was on a great deal. It was, well, Canadian, it was originally $460, but American it was $380, and then I believe it was 70% off and then an additional 40%. I think I paid $120 American, taxes in. So from $380 to $120, and I just think it is such a perfect everyday bag. It has the little flap there, and it has a zippered pocket at the back, a big section, and then a little section that you could put your phone in there as well, and a little section in the back. So I'm very happy with that, and I think I got a great deal. Next, a couple things from Disney Springs, which are not actually Disney things. First is I got this glass from Paradiso 37, and it says Orlando on it, which I think is really nice. And this will be great for having like a nice cold drink, again, out by the pool because it is plastic. And this came with a margarita. If I couldn't fit it in my bag, I would have left it, but I just think it's so cute. So that's great for some nice summer margaritas at home as well. And the final thing that's not specifically Disney is this Vineyard Vines quarter zip. It's just a nice gray color, and it kind of swoops at the bottom if you can see that. This is the softest material. I can't even describe it. I think it was called like Cloud Soft or something like that, but it is seriously so soft. Like it's like almost cold. It's so soft. And I just really liked the gray color. It's called the Shep Shirt. This was originally $140. Oh, it's called Dream Cloth. But this is $140, and it was on sale, I think 40% off. So whatever that is, that's what I paid for it. But I had seen this at the outlets, didn't get it. It was 30% off there. And then at Disney Springs, it was 40% off. So soft, perfect for wearing like with shorts after a day at the beach. Love that. Now we will move on to things that I actually bought at Disney World. But I do have one other thing that's not specifically Disney, but I did buy at Epcot. And that is this margarita glass. My mom and I bought matching ones. We have wanted this exact style of margarita glass. It is glass, so we brought this home, and thankfully both of them are still intact and ready to go. These were, I think, $18 each. That sounds about right. But yeah, we have been thinking about these glasses for the past 2 years because we didn't buy them the last time we were there. And I thought these would be easy to find anywhere. They're not. So We got these from the Mexico Pavilion. They're actually made in Mexico, and they are just such a perfect margarita glass. So we've got those, and I'm very happy. I'm so happy they made it back okay. Next, we have my Disney Crocs. I have wanted a pair of Crocs, specifically these ones, for so long because the holes are little Mickeys, which I think is so cute. And I always thought Crocs didn't fit me because I'm normally a 6.5 and they don't come in half sizes. And whenever I would try them on, they just didn't feel right. But I am a 7 in them and they're so comfortable. I haven't worn them. Obviously the tags are still on them, but wearing them in the store, I was like, yes, I am buying those. And they were $60. I don't know how much regular Crocs are, but how can you say no to Disney Crocs? Like, come on. Do the rest of my glassware, the Crocs kind of slipped in there, but I got the cucumber and elderflower margarita from the Mexico booth at the Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot. So it came with this free plastic little tiny glass, but I have one of these from 2 years ago, so now we have a little set of 2 of them, and they're actually a good size for like a little mixed drink that you're having. So I also love that it says Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival right at the top, and then obviously this is the name of the booth, I think. It must be. But yeah, so now we have 2 of them. Normally I wouldn't bring maybe something like this home, but because I already had one, I was like, well, now I have a set. And I got 1 mug, only 1 mug. Everyone should be very proud of me. I didn't even get a mug at Universal. This is the mug I decided on. It says Walt Disney World. It has all different kind of icons and park vehicles and different things from the parks. And inside it says Walt Disney World as well. I've used this. I used it yesterday, and it's just the perfect mug. Like, the handle is good. I'm very picky with my mugs, and I really like the shape. It's kind of unique, but easy to drink from, so love that. Took me until basically the end of the trip to narrow it down and pick the mug I wanted, but this one was released while we were there, so I love that, and I'm so glad I have it. Next, I'll go through maybe some like accessories. I bought these sunglasses while we were there, so they are Mickey sunglasses. If you follow me on Instagram or watch the vlogs, you will see these a lot because as soon as I bought them, I never wanted to take them off. I love them. I would get at least like 4 compliments every single time I wore these, and people would be like, where'd you buy those? And I'm like, here, I've got them here. But I knew I wanted these. I saw that they had them before I went, and so I was always kind of like looking every store I would go in. My mom ended up finding them at the Emporium at Magic Kingdom, I think our first Magic Kingdom day, so pretty early into the trip, and we never saw them again. Thank you to my mom for finding these because I love them so much. I think they're so cute, and I would wear them with like my ears and just be totally Disneyed out. These were, I think, $20, and this mug was $20 as well, I forgot to say. Love these. Have to keep them somewhere very safe for all my future Disney trips. Another thing I saw in somebody's vlog before I went and then decided I need to find those for myself when I go are these hoops. I'll have to insert a picture of them because it will not focus, I think because they're so shiny, but it has little like starbursts and Mickey heads with little like diamondy stones, and I just really love the shape of them, how like thick they are from the side. So I'm so glad I found those. I think these were about $25 and I ended up finding them at the Pop merchandise store. So I got those very early. I think our first night there I found them and I was like, yep, those are coming home with me. Another thing I knew I was on the lookout for is this Kendra Scott necklace. So this is from the Disney collection that was released, I think like fall of last year. Might have been earlier than that, but it is this pink stone, very pretty, like the classic Kendra Scott, but it has little Mickeys and little stones going up the side, and you can wear it the other way, and it says Mickey on the back. So I thought that was so pretty. I love these classic Kendra Scott necklaces, and I really love the pink color. So again, on Instagram or on the vlogs, I wore this a lot while I was there because I just love it so much. I think this was $90, something like that. That's sticking in my brain, but I could be wrong. Next, I knew that I wanted to get a Pandora charm, but I didn't know which one I was going to end up getting. I like to get a park exclusive one when I go, so not just like the Disney Pandora because I could get that at home, but one that you can only get there. So I ended up getting this Remy charm. I'll put a picture of this as well, but it has little Chef Remy, and then it kind of moves like that, and there is Paris in the background. Along the top it says anyone can cook, and then it has him on the back as well. So it's a little dangly one, and I thought that was so cute. I love Remy, so I had to get that one for my Pandora bracelet. The Remy charm I think was, I really don't know, 70, 80, typical like Pandora charm price. Let me dig into this bag. I think I have some other accessories. When I bought that charm, she asked if I wanted one of the clasp openers, because at the time I had very long nails, and she was like, do you have trouble opening your bracelet? And I said, yeah, I do. So I bought this, which is a Disney clasp opener, and it was only $15. It looks like this. It's just a silver Mickey, and it has like a keychain loop, so you could put it, I don't know, on your keys or something, wherever you're not gonna lose it. But basically you just pop this end of Mickey, of like his head, into your clasp of your bracelet, and it pops open so that you don't have to use your nails. So I just thought that was such a great idea. Like I said, it was $15, so I was like, yes, give that to me. So I'm just gonna put that in with all my Pandora bracelets. I'll show you what I mean. This one in particular that I have with the little heart clasp is so hard to open because it kind of floats to the back. So you put the Mickey right in there and you just push, and then it opens. That is so cool. Very helpful, and I'm very glad that they asked if I wanted one of those, because I did. Next, I have a couple of charm bracelets that I got. So the first, these two are from the, what is it called? Little Words Project. So the first one is from their Taylor Swift collection. This was on sale at the Boathouse for $5, where these are normally like $30 to $40. So this one just says Lover, and then it has the like lover colored beads around it. But I really like that one, very cute. I mean, for $5, I had to get it. And then this one was from the parks, and it says established 1971. But I really liked these little colorful star charms that were on it as well. And then it does have a little charm at the back that says Walt Disney World. Very cute. I wore those while I was there every single day. And then just another little bracelet I got. It's literally just kind of gold sparkly beads, but I got this from Sugar Boo & Co. at Disney Springs, and it was $3. So I was like, I have to get it because I thought it looked really cute with all of these together and with the bracelets that I wear every day. This one always likes to get stuck under my watch. So there, I thought that was super cute. Another accessory I got, not for me, but for my bag, is Remy in his little chef's hat. And it says Remy's Ratatouille Adventure on it, which is the name of the ride at Epcot. He is so cute. I love him so much. He was $15. He lived on my bag. As soon as I got him our first Epcot day, and he didn't leave my side the rest of the trip. I was really looking for like the Marie ones and the other Aristocats and Jacques and Gus Gus from Cinderella. He's the only one I could find, and that is okay because he is so cute. And yeah, I'm so happy I found at least one of them that wasn't just like the classic Mickey ones that you can find all the time. So there's Remy. Couple more things in terms of accessories. We'll move on to headwear. So I got only 2 pairs of ears. I bought 3. I didn't like how the other one fit my head. It was like there was a huge gap in the headband to my head. It wasn't comfortable at all, so I ended up returning those ones. So the first pair I got were, of course, Remy and Emile and the cheese bow. I ate so much cheese on this vacation. That's pretty much what I existed on. So I thought this was very relevant to the trip, and I just think these are so cute. And then on the back, they have this like, what is that called? Fleur-de-lis or something? Fleur-de-lis? Yeah, that sounds right. With gingham on the back, like a picnic blanket. So cute. So I got those ones. They are harder on my head than some of my other ears, especially if you're wearing like your sunglasses and you have like the sunglasses under the ears, but I think they are so cute. I just love, obviously, Remy and Ratatouille a lot, as you can probably tell. And the other pair I got were these Scarlet Witch Loungefly ears. I love these so, so much. They have her little headwear crown on the front, and then on the back they do say Scarlet Witch. And these ones are the most comfortable ears that I own. I could wear these every single day with sunglasses, without sunglasses. I just love them so much. I also really like that they're like classic red for Disney. So they go with like every park, a lot of outfits. Love those. And I think these ones were $35, the typical ear price. These ones were $45 just because they are the Loungefly, and honestly, for the comfort of them, worth the extra $10. So those are the ears I got. Love them both. Very glad I found both of those. Next for headwear, while I was there, they released these hats that you can get characters to put on like ears. So they've always had like the headbands that you can customize with different characters, but they released a hat and I was like, I really like that. I think I want that. I also just really like the hat in general. I think it looks really nice. It has like the Walt Disney World D with the Mickey inside and it's just black. So I ended up wearing it just like this because the two characters that I bought, they were flopping around. I think I need like some fabric tape to tape them down while I'm wearing them. I don't know. They just weren't working because I got anxiety and I got sadness from Inside Out. So it should look like that on your hat. Very cute, but it just didn't work. So I ended up putting these on like the back of my backpack on the strap. That was cute. So we'll figure something out, but you should be able to, let me just lightly put that on my head, have it like that. And I think that is so cute, but it just wasn't working and I didn't have time. It was like our second to last day when I bought this. So I was like, I don't have time to like figure this out and whatever. So I will, but it basically has like slits, 2 slits there and 2 on the other side. And then these have Velcro straps that you just put through the strips. So fantastic in theory. I probably should have, I was looking at Chip and Dale to have like 2 that are the same size, round, Chip and Dale. That probably would have been a more intelligent decision, but I couldn't pass up anxiety and sadness. So I went with them. Like I said, they went on my backpack with me. Still fun, but we will figure that out for our next trip, whenever that might be. And I do really love the hat, so that's good. The hat, I think, was only $14. Can't go wrong with a $14 hat, and each of these were 11 or 12, I think. We'll move on to miscellaneous things slash artwork slash pins next. So first of all, from the Norway Pavilion in Epcot, I did get their signature perfume, which is Layla. This I've been thinking about for years, and I finally bought it. It is such a fresh, clean scent. This is what the bottle looks like. It is very just simple, classic, and it says Layla, the essence of Norway. It smells so good. This is what the Pavilion store smells like because they like spray it all over. So it reminds me of being at Epcot. It literally says it's a fresh, clean, light fragrance that reminded the perfumier, I don't know if that's a word, of the beautiful fjords and mountains where he grew up, and he named the fragrance after his mother. It's fresh, clean, light, exactly, and I'm so glad I finally have it. And I believe I got the 50 ml size, and it was $70. They do have a bigger size, and it was only $90, I think, for double. I have other perfumes, so I didn't need like the big size. Just wanted to have it in my rotation. Sticking with fragrance, from Basin at Disney Springs, I got one of their solid perfumes. So it comes in a little pot like this for $15, and this is the scent Bombshell. And I don't know, yeah, it doesn't really say what that scent is. If I could open it, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It just smells good. It smells good. Wow, go me. If I can find out what the notes of it are, I'll put it on the bottom of the screen here, but it's just a solid perfume, so you like rub your finger in, kind of like a lip gloss, put it on your pressure points, and you're good to go. And like I said, $15, this is going to last such a long time, because I used the tester in the store to see if that was the scent I wanted, and you literally like, you don't like take a chunk, you just like rub your finger on it, put it, and it stayed for so long. So very excited to have that as well. Another thing I had seen before I went and knew I wanted to get was this sunglasses cleaner kit from Sunglass Hut. This is literally the last one they had, period. I got the final one, and it is the live action Little Mermaid. So it comes with a cloth that is that same design that is on the front, comes with a glass cleaner, and you can go get this refilled at any Sunglass Hut. And I thought it also came with like a little screwdriver as a repair kit, but it's just a glasses cleaner kit. That's perfectly fine. I think this is great to like keep in the car or something like that, keep in your purse. And like I said, you can get this refilled, so that is fantastic. And then you have a really pretty cleaning cloth. Instead of just the generic like black or white. Very fun. This was $11, I think. Let's move on to Disney pins. I bought way more pins than I thought I did. When I got home, I was like, wow, that's a lot of pins. Here they all are. I didn't do like a pin for every day or anything like that like I did last time. I just kind of bought a few pins that I really liked. A couple pins for things that we did for the first time. So the first one that I bought the very first day is this Pop Century one. So it's the big Mickey statue with the phone, and it says Pop Century Resort right on it. So very cute. Pins, as you know, they don't have prices, so it says silver. I'm gonna say this one was probably $10-ish. I don't know, but very cute for Pop Century. Other one I knew I wanted to get is a 2025 pin. So I got this one with Mickey being super excited on it, and it does say Walt Disney World. So that is great for remembering our trip. And that one is yellow. I think it was 12. I don't know. The next one I knew I wanted to get was a Lizzie McGuire one. So I got this. Very cute. Again, this one was silver, so about 10 maybe. I just think that is so cute. Can't wait to put that on my pin board. And then I knew I would get a Tiana's Bayou Adventure one because we had never ridden it before. So I got this one, and it says Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it says we know a shortcut. It has Lewis and some of the animals going down the flume ride. And this one is pink, which I think this one was like 14 or 15, but it's like a double layer one. So this one is like popped out more than the background. Another ride pin. I wasn't planning on getting this. I saw it and I said, yes, I need to have that. So it is Guardians of the Galaxy, and it has Spaceship Earth in the background for Epcot, and it has the Guardians and just says Guardians of the Galaxy. This is my favorite ride, so I do already have one for the ride, but this one is like technically just a Guardians of the Galaxy one, but it has the Epcot ball in the back, which I really like. And this one is yellow, so I think that was 12 or 13. And I really like the colors of that one too, so very happy with that. And the final one, I knew I wanted a Marie pin, but I ended up getting all the Aristocats, so I love this one. I had seen it one day, didn't get it, and then I could not find it anywhere, and I finally found it again. And this one again was pink, which I think is like 14 or 15. Very cute, very, very big pin. So those are the pins I got. Next, let's move on to artwork. I got a few little pieces of art. The first thing that I knew I was going to get was a portrait of Franny. So I have one of Archie, and I wanted to get hers as well. Here it is. Look how cute she is. And it says Walt Disney World on the bottom. So I have Archie's framed right now, so I will get this framed as well. It's crazy how they do this. Like, they're just so fast with it. The only thing I don't love is like the little white spot they put on her nose. I honestly feel like I would like color that in. I don't know why it bothers me. I know it's like a light spot. I just don't like it. Anyway, very, very cute. And this is like $19. It's such a good souvenir. And then I'll just get it framed with a cheap frame from Michael's. I knew I was getting that done, and I got it done like immediately so I wouldn't forget. Next, I got this little postcard, and they wrapped it in this really nice box, which was lovely. And it is just a bunch of Disney dogs. I think that is so cute. It's by Joey Chu, and I follow him on Instagram, so I love that. It's called Dogs of Disney and Pixar. And I believe postcards are like $8 or $9, so I'm going to frame that for my room as well. I was really looking for one that was Cats of Disney and Pixar, to have both of them, but had to settle for the dogs. More dog artwork. I actually got this small print, which is Lady and the Tramp topiaries at the Italy Pavilion. These are my favorite topiaries at the Flower and Garden Festival, and I just think it is so cute. And this is by Larry Dotson, and we have one of his prints of the France Pavilion that we got last year. So this kind of goes with that collection, and this was $25. Again, I'll have to get it framed, but great deal for some artwork. And I also got the Aristocats print from the Riviera but that will have to be shipped to my house. So it shipped yesterday and should be here in about 10 days or so. And that was $80. Shipping, everything, $80. So really good deal. I got some money for Christmas specifically to get that print, so I'm very excited to be able to frame that and have it in my room. I've loved it since I saw it for the first time, so I'll insert a picture of it here, but I'm very excited for that to come. And finally, another little artwork kind of thing from Sugar Boo & Co. They do these little, I don't know what they call them. They're like little cards of like advice and quotes and whatever. So I had to get the Robin Williams one that says, "You're only given one little spark of madness, you mustn't lose it." And it's just a little card. They're like $1.50, I think, $1.25, something like that. But I'm just gonna like stick it in my mirror or stick it somewhere where I can see it because I love Robin Williams. And for some reason on this trip, I was really thinking about him a lot, which is strange to think about a man you never knew or never met. But when I saw that, I knew I had to have it. The final category is clothing. So I have a pile of things that I bought on my lap. So let's just go through them. First of all, my mom and I at the pool at Pop Century, they have different activities, like recreation activities each day. So on 3 days a week, they do Mickey tie-dye shirts. So we both made a Mickey tie-dye shirt. That is what mine looks like. I think it's so cute. This is the back. And basically they have them like fold it up for you so that the Mickey will be in the middle, and they've done it all. So then you just have squeeze bottles of the different dye colors and you just do it. So then you wait a week to 2 weeks to wash it, depending how vibrant you want it to be. And so we did that there. And here are our shirts. Very cute, and that was only $18, but a very fun activity to do for sure. Next, I got this sweatshirt. It's a, excuse my t-shirt that I left in it when I took it off the other day, but it's a nice kind of dark green color, and it says Walt Disney World like 3 different times on it, and has the little embroidered Mickey and kind of like the Epcot ball and the castle with some fireworks there and some little pink writing. What does that say? "Where dreams come true, Walt Disney World in Florida, 1971. I thought that was so cute. It's quite long. I think I sized up a little in that. Yeah, I went up one size just to make it very comfy, and it is so soft. I wore it a couple nights when I had gotten a little too much sun, and when the sun goes down, I got chilly. So that is very nice. That was released again when we were there. So my uncle always makes fun of us because we go into every single store every single time, but things are released all the time. So that was not there, and then it was there, and I bought it. And we have a big thing in here that I had looked everywhere for and found it on the very last day. Proof that you need to go into every store every single time. I got a few shirts from Uniqlo. The first I got is this beige Marvel t-shirt. Also, I would like to say, when you're making t-shirts, Marvel, maybe like think of a woman once in a while, you know, like a little Black Widow, a Scarlet Witch, like we could add them on here. This was on sale for $10, so I had to get it. I love Uniqlo's t-shirts. I love wearing them to the parks and at home. Had to have that one. The next one is very cute. It says, "Wonderful Whiskers, Perfect Paws," with some little kitties on it. I love this so much. And this is with, oh, I can't really read his name. Walter Caudalia, maybe? Something like that. But he is one of the most well-known cat photographers. He's passed now, but they had a few shirts with his photography, and I love cats, so I had to have that. And that was on sale for $15. The last Uniqlo shirt I got is this Toy Story one. So it just says Toy Story on the front. It's actually like embroidered on there, which is really nice. And then it has all the toys there. So I thought that was really cute. I wore it a few times when we were there, and that was $25. Next, I forgot, I got this at Box Lunch at the mall, but this is an Aristocats t-shirt, which is so cute, and they're fuzzy. Like, the cats are fuzzy. That is so cute to me. And it just says Disney Aristocats and has little teapots and flowers and macarons. So cute. And this was $30, I think, but they had like 30% off. They had all these deals. I think I got it for like 24 taxes in. So that was a good deal. I got 2 shirts from Epcot. I could not pick, so I just got them both. The first is this long sleeve shirt that says Epcot, and it has like these rainbow dots along it, and I think that is so cute. Epcot's my favorite park, so I have to rep my favorite park, of course. This was $40, and it's just very lightweight, and I really liked on the bottom it had like the little Epcot symbol there as well on a little tag. Love that. I don't have a lot of long sleeve shirts, so I thought that was nice, like for summer evenings. If you don't want to wear like a sweatshirt, you can put that on, or at the parks. And I had to get a Spirit jersey. I was not planning on getting a Spirit jersey, but the Epcot one was there, and I had seen this before, and I had to have it. So on the front, again, it has like the little Epcot symbol. The bottom of it is like Spaceship Earth, and on the back, it's that same print Epcot with the rainbow dots, and I just love it. Like I said, I couldn't pick between the two, so I got both of them. They're different though. They're not the same. And this is price of a Spirit jersey. What is that? Like between $70 and $80. So love that so much. And the final item of the haul, I had seen this before I went. It's the one thing I wanted. I was looking everywhere for it. They had different colors. They did not have this one. Could never find it. And then one day they restocked 2 in one store at Disney Springs, and they were a 2XL and 3XL, which were not going to be the correct size for me. Still was holding out hope. I was like, maybe someday they will get more sizes. The final day in the morning, Mom and I went to Hollywood Studios, and I found it in all the sizes. They had all of them. So it is this zip up sweatshirt, and it's this really, really pretty beige with like gray embroidery. So it has the Disney D on the front, a hood, and then on the back it says Walt Disney World, like down the sleeves and across the back with the castle there. I just think this is so nice. I just think the colors are so pretty, and it's like nice and oversized, and it's really, really, really soft inside. And I really like the bottom just kind of goes down. It doesn't like cinch in like some sweatshirts. So happy I found that literally on the last day, like down to the wire. I was able to find the one thing I really wanted to get. That is everything I got in Florida. Yes, it's a lot. Yes, I could have bought way more. Like I said, I wear all these clothes while I'm here. I use all of this stuff while I'm here, other than like the ears. I'm very happy with everything I got, and we just had the best time. So now I can remember that trip every time I wear these things and use these things and drink a margarita out of my beautiful margarita glass. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen the vlogs yet, they should all be uploaded now, so you can watch those in the Disney World 2025 playlist. Make sure you're subscribed to see whatever adventures we get up to next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!